Hello, everyone. Kevin Fahey here with the Casa Grande Public Library, bringing to you the second iPhone tip of the week. This week, I thought we would learn about the Control Center, how to access it, and what it does. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. You can access the Control Center either from swiping from the bottom part of your screen upwards or from the top right corner of your screen and swiping in a diagonal way. Now, if your iPhone is an older iPhone, it has the home button, then you're going to swipe from the bottom. If yours is a full screen iPhone, an iPhone X or later, iPhone X or an iPhone 11, you're going to swap from the top right corner into a diagonal position. I'm going to be swiping from the bottom, and it brings up the Control Center like that. Now, the Control Center is made up of all these different controls and boxes. And if I want to see more detail on any one of these controls, I pop it out. You might be like, well, what's a pop out? Whenever you tap and hold on something, it will pop out an additional menu. And in this case, it pops out more options with that particular set of controls or that particular control. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to pop out this top left corner box with 4 different controls in it, with the airplane and the other 3 controls. So when I pop it out, I get this. And to get back to the regular menu, I just tap outside of this box, and it brings back the Control Center. But let's go ahead and pop it out. What's nice about popping it out, it gives you more detail about what that control does. And then it also will give you other options too. This box that I popped out, it is kind of the controls that turn on and off signals for your device. So you have your Wi-Fi signal, and right now it's highlighted as blue. It says Wi-Fi Casa Grande Library. And if I tap on that, the icon there, it will turn my Wi-Fi off. If I tap on it again, it will search and then connect to the default Wi-Fi. Same with Bluetooth. If I tap on that, it will turn off my Bluetooth. If I tap and then if I tap it again, it will turn it on. Cellular data, I can turn that off. And then airplane mode, by default, that's always off. But if you go on a plane, they'll ask you to put your device into airplane mode. And what that does is it turns your cellular data off. It will leave your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth still on, but it will turn your cellular data and your cellular signal off. If I tap on the airplane mode to turn it off, the cellular data comes back on. You can, on the bottom are 2 other controls, the personal hotspot. You can make your device into a personal hotspot by tapping that and turning it on. AirDrop is a way for Apple devices to communicate to each other. So if I wanted to share photos or files from this device to an iPad or another iPhone, I could AirDrop it to another person. Right now, I'm only allowing contacts only to share things to my device. I tapped outside to get back to the Control Center. So we got more of these controls. The box that has music at the top, you tap and hold on that, it will tell you what is currently playing on your device, and it will allow you to play it or to go to the next track. If it's a video, it will tell you that it's a video playing. It won't play the video when you press the play button, but it will play the sound from it. The icon with the padlock and a circle going around it, that locks your screen orientation. If you're reading on your device, you might want to turn your screen orientation lock on. That way your text won't be orientating itself. So I usually leave it off though. The icon with the moon on that is the do not disturb, and I have that on right now since I'm currently recording on my device and I don't want people to disturb me while I'm doing this. But if I wanted to turn it off, I would tap on that and it might do not disturb would be off. If I want it back on, I would tap on it and it goes on. Now, you might be wondering, what's do not disturb? Basically, anybody that texts you or calls you, normally your device alerts you for those texts or those calls. But with the do not disturb button on, I won't get any kind of alert from any app. And when you tap and hold on this, you can say, I don't want to be disturbed for an hour or until this evening or until I leave this location. You can even schedule your do not disturb. And I usually use the schedule for when I normally go to bed. Screen mirroring is an icon that's beneath that. That allows your device to communicate to another Apple device, like an Apple TV or a smart TV, and you can tap on that and have what's on your screen mirrored on your TV. There is this lever right here, and that adjusts the brightness of your screen. This lever right here adjusts the volume, the sound level volume. And when you tap and hold on it, it will bring it up bigger. So you can then adjust it like that. The icons underneath that, this icon that looks like a flashlight turns your camera flash on and on. It basically allows your phone to become a flashlight, a little bit of flashlight. When I tap and hold on it, it allows me to brighten the flash or to keep it kind of low. The icon next to that is a little timer. When I tap on that, it opens up the timer app. Same with the little calculator. When I tap on that, it opens up the calculator. The icon that looks like a camera opens up the camera app when I tap on it. The one that looks like a car, when you have that on, it's the do not disturb while driving. And your phone will sense when you're driving. Your phone kind of knows your location, and if you're moving really fast, your phone's going to know that and be like, well, you must be driving, so I'm not going to allow any calls or texts to disturb you. It will still allow the text or the phone or a call to come through. It just won't alert you of that. And when a text comes through, it will also let the person, it will automatically respond by saying, I'm driving, and it will get back to you as soon as possible. The icon that looks like a little battery, that's the low battery mode. So if you're low on juice, you might want to go into low battery mode. It kind of doesn't use as much power when you're in low battery mode. And then that icon with the blinking red dot and it's white right now, that tells me I'm currently recording on my screen. So most of you might not use that, but we'll go over how you can add various controls. So those are all the controls on your control center, and if you want to add other ones, you can. So I'm going to go out of the control center and I'm going to go into the settings. So tap on or click on my home page or home button, and then I'm going to tap on the settings, and then under control center, you have the ability to access the control center within apps. You can also customize controls, and when you do that, this allows you to delete controls that are currently included on your control center. And you can see the ones that I have on my control center, and if I want to remove those, I would tap on the red dot next to it. But I can also add more controls to my control center. So those, and there's quite a few there. So if you wanted to add more, you could do that. That does it for the iPhone tip of the week. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned more about using your iPhone. Come again next week to get the third iPhone tip of the week.